Keep your back straight. And gently close your eyes. Take a few deep, long breaths. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out softly. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out softly. Gently observe your body. Make sure to relax each part of your body and get comfortable with your posture. And slowly observe around you. Experience the peacefulness, stillness in this room. With having peaceful and relaxed mind, let's start our practice. Mindfully listening to the sound of the singing ball. Then we can start our practice. Let's start loving kindness practice. Firstly, feel yourself as your best friend. You are the best friend of yourself. As a best friend, you always thinking to take care of yourself, mentally and physically. That's why you are here. Again, feel yourself as your best friend. Now imagine a person who very close to you, who loves you so much. Imagine that first person's face. When you think of that person, you can feel how much he or she loves you. Experience that your special person's love and compassion. Whenever you think of that person, you feel protected. You feel something is special. That's what we call kindness, compassion, love, and there are many words that we can use to describe those emotions, feelings. In order to take care of yourself, you have to have same thoughts towards yourself, no matter what, without judging yourself. Kindness, as a loving kindness practitioner, you are always learning to encourage yourself. Practicing self-love will help you to develop that strength. Please think about it before we start our practice. May I be well. May I be content. May I be skillful. May I be patient. May I be well. May I be skillful. May I be content. May I be patient. If you like, you can add your own words to practice self-love. Also, if you find one interesting word, you can keep repeat it to yourself. Now imagine your loved ones. Imagine their faces individually. May my loved ones be well, be happy. May not any difficulties or dangers come to them. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. And also, we can send our loving thoughts towards all the living beings. May all the living beings be safe, be protected. May they be able to find peaceful and healthy environments. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. And also you can think of your difficult ones if you have any. May my difficult people be well. May they be happy. May they be peaceful. May they be able to find noble friends and noble guidance. Now again, take a few deep long breaths. And mindfully bring your attention to the tip of your nose. And just allows your body to breathe naturally. Pay your attention on your breath without wondering future or past. Let's spend silent moments with your breath. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Breathe in mindfully. Breathe out mindfully. Now again, take a few deep, long breaths. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out softly and slowly. Your mind is relaxed. Your body is relaxed. You might having a peaceful time. Be grateful for this moment, your practice, your commitment, also to this place, to the teachings, also to Buddha for giving us these teachings and guidance. It is always important to think you are here sitting on the cushion or chair, practicing with us as a noble community. This is your practice moment. Whenever you approach different situations, difficult or pleasant moments, you are learning to accept, you are learning to manage those different situations in your life through this practice. You are not hurry, you are always patient, you always take time to process, to think. Those all actions practice benefits from this practice. Therefore, benefits are natural. They will come to you gradually. Maybe you are already seeing those differences in your life over the last few years or last few months. Therefore, always appreciate your commitment, practice, dedication. With having that appreciation, please bring your hands together. Make a strong determination to apply this practice to your daily life. May peace be with you. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thank you so much. Gently open your eyes. Okay, let's start our chanting, page number 4. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ, Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Anicca vata saṅkārā Uppada vaya dhammeno Upajitva niruj. Sabbe satta avera hontu. Sabbe satta abhyapajja hontu. Sabbe satta anigha hontu. Sabbe satta sukhe attanaṃ pariharantu. Mano pubbangama dhamma Mano setta manomaya Manasace padutena Vasati va karoti Tato nandukha manveti Chakkhang vahato padang Mano pubbangama dhamma Mano settha manomaya Manasace pasannena Bhasati va karoti va Tato nan sukha man Chāyāva anapāyini. Mind is the foreign of states. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. One should either speak or act. Suffering follows caused by that. Mind is the four noble states. Mind is chief. We believe in generosity towards others. We believe the skillful noble path is marked by generosity. We believe generosity has many levels. Think generously, speak generously, act generously. We believe generosity. Bringing joy, nurturing for years to come. My wish, may I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost their way, a ship for those with an ocean to cross, a sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without. Okay, good evening everyone. How are you today? It's very nice to see you all and thank you for being here. So I know it is getting cold, so that we don't like. So what to do, huh? So today, in this morning, I was at my school MCC. After my class, I was talking with one of my friend, and there was another boy. He was that my friend's friend, and they are in same class. So then we were talking about different topics about school, about studies, and about certain things. The boy he was from Uganda. So that's the first time I met someone from Uganda. Then because I love Africa, I love those countries. So I had many questions. So I was asking about his country and about certain things. Then somehow we talk about my friend. She brought up about meditation. Then he told me that young boy. He told me, I want to practice real meditation. Then I asked him, what does that mean, real meditation? Then he said, no, I want to practice meditation really. I think he want to learn more. I think he want to understand the more about meditation. That what he means. Then so we were at library at MCC. Then but I didn't went to explain much about the meditation. I told him, okay, I would like to tell you one small thing. Don't think about the big picture. So what I told him, the meditation, this word has many meanings. And then I told him, I can tell you one thing, the meditation, what it does, paying attention and focus what you are doing. So that's the only word I explained. Then he said, yes, that's true. Sometimes when I study, it is hard. And there's many thoughts come to my mind. It's hard to focus, hard to continue my studies. I said, that is the moment to understand. Pay your attention, what you are doing, your studies. So that is the beginning of the meditation I was telling him. Then even though I remember years ago, almost 5 years ago, I was at the temple and there was a girl. She wanted to talk to someone. Then I was talking to her in here. She was crying. She was very young. She was crying. and she had so much inside her. Um, she want to talk to someone. I was listening to her about all things happen in her life. Then I don't even remember who she is. So because this happened years ago, then maybe she's still coming, maybe not. Then, however, I think back in the day she was coming to the temple regularly. Then she was here and she told me, Bhante, this is the only place that I can breathe freely. I still remember how she expressed herself by using those words. Then I think I was like, it is very powerful, and so I think those all the words and different explanation about meditations. We always talk about breath. So I think it is very important to understand those different definitions. And then while I'm thinking about these two stories about this morning about young boy, then I was thinking, I remember almost few times I was talking here about how can we apply this practice to have a peaceful sleep. So does anyone remember that talk? You remember? Otherwise, it's me. I had to change my topic. No. So I was thinking about that. So because I know many people are having a hard time. Do you? When you go to sleep, and it's many people are having a hard time because many people who comes to here, they have those issues, and sometimes they are using many different medications. They are spending much money on that. So I remember one time, sometimes after I go to bed, sometimes I watch some YouTube. Then I watch. You all know Thich Nhat Hanh. Maybe some of you know one of the greatest Vietnamese monk. He passed away almost few months ago. Then I saw one of his small talk about how we can apply this practice to have a peaceful sleep. I was like, oh, I want to watch this. Then I watched that his little small talk about how we can apply this practice to our sleep. Then if you like to listen to his talk on YouTube, I think it is in France. I don't even exactly remember. He has a meditation center. It is called Palm Village. Am I right, Todd? Right. Yes, and also app. If you all have smartphones, if you type Palm Village, then you can get. Then there are many talks that Thich Nhat Hanh's Dhamma talks. Then in that small talk, there was a little girl in the audience. Then she came in front of the monk. Then she asked, Bhante, how can I sleep quickly? That was her question. So we all want to sleep quickly. So we don't want to wake up middle of the night by having all the nightmares. Then she asked that question, how can I sleep quickly? Then usually this monk, he doesn't give answers right away. He was thinking. Then he explained, okay, there are many ways that you can use. Then the first one, what he explained about breathing meditation, paying attention and breathing meditation. He said, okay, if you want to have a quick sleep, also peaceful sleep, after you go to bed, pay your attention on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you can count up and down. So he was telling that little girl to do this practice. Actually, the same night after I listened to the talk, I did the same. So I fall asleep right away. So it worked for me. Maybe you can try if you are having a hard time. So that was that greatest monk's first suggestion for that little girl. The next one, So that we all know we are chanting here. And maybe you remember some of chantings, maybe not. But also I know, of course, you remember, may I be well, happy and peaceful. And he was telling that little girl, maybe you can sing a Dharma song to yourself after you go to sleep. You can close your eyes. You can find a nice rhythm, nice tone. Then you can sing to yourself until you go to sleep. May I be well, happy, peaceful. Or maybe you can, if you remember, you can chant Sabbe Satta, that loving kindness chanting to yourself. Then he was telling that little girl, keep repeat this Dharma song to yourself. Maybe you can make a nice, beautiful song to chant when you go to bed. So that was that wonderful monk's second suggestion, to have a peaceful sleep. The third one, it is very important. I think it is one of the good one that we all can practice, if you can practice. He said, after you go to bed, stop thinking. He said, stop thinking about tomorrow. I do, you all do, we all do that. After we go to bed, we think what I'm going to do tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning, and all plans, and our mind is very busy when we are on the bed, thinking. And he was telling, stop thinking about tomorrow. If you can do that, then you can have a peaceful sleep. I think the third one is the toughest one. If you can do that, I think it's very great. So he was telling that. And even though sometimes all the memories, events come to our mind when we are on the bed. What happened during the day? Sometimes they are not pleasant. Sometimes they are very beautiful events, memories happen during the day. So mostly what comes to our mind, the things what happen, those are unpleasant moments, situations comes to our mind when you are on the bed. So you are just holding like this. You can let it go and you can have a peaceful sleep then. Then your mind is boiling. It's like a bubbling water. So then you can have a peaceful sleep because you are thinking about the day, about tomorrow, and all the things happen during the day. And then when I'm thinking about this, also this morning I was telling the Kasab on the way to the school. I told you this experience. Maybe some of you remember. Before I come here, I was teaching in my monastery. So I was a teacher there. There was one of my friend. He was younger than me, and also he was a teacher there too. Then, how about this person? He was a very talented young monk teacher, but he was always very late whenever he comes to class to teach. As a teacher, we had to be on time. We had to go there earlier, but he was always late. Always late. Sometimes he skipped the lessons. Our principal, he wasn't happy about him. Then he was complaining. Then one of the evening, I was in my room. Then he came to my room. Then I said, you know what? The principal, he's not happy about you. Why don't you fix those issues? I think if you can fix it, you can be a wonderful teacher. It is not good for you as a teacher. I was kind of helping and I was telling him very nicely. Right away, he turned around. He was very mad at me. He was like, why you are telling me this? You shouldn't. So I can fix myself. You don't even talk about this. Then he was very, very mad at me. So, but I was like, okay, settle down, calm down, relax. So we can talk this in later. He didn't stop at all. He was keep telling. He was so mad at me. Then I thought, okay, you can go. I want to lock the door. He couldn't let me to close the door. He didn't let me to close the door. Then somehow he left. Then I came here after a few months. I think after 1 or 2 months. he thought I came here because of that situation. Then, but after I get here, I texted him, no, I'm not mad at you. Don't even think about it. Don't worry about it. So you can fix your that issues. Then I was again kind to him and texted him. The funny thing is, 3 days ago I got a phone call from him. We were in Michigan last weekend. Then I was doing something at the temple. Then I got a call. I was like, this is weird. After 5 years. Then the same time I saw a long text message, 2 text messages. I wanted to open the text message. Then I was like, no, I will open it later. Then after I opened the text message, he said, I am so sorry what happened almost 5 years ago. We were really good friends. We were eating on same plate. We were living in the same temple, and we were buddies. And what that happened, I'm still worried. He was still worried. I said, buddy, forget it. I don't even remember that. Then again he sent a text message. I'm sorry, and he was apologizing. But then I think also he resigned from our as a teacher. He's living in his temple and doing some other things. So he's not a teacher anymore. So he also mentioned that too. Then what I came to my mind, after 5 years, he is still thinking about it. I don't even remember what happened. I'm not even mad at him. So he's worrying. So I told him, okay, I'll call you later, but I won't talk to him. Then think. Maybe he can sleep well. He can let it go what happened, because I think we were very good friends. We were very good friends, and I was very supportive. But what happened? I was completely fine, but still he's thinking, he's feeling guilty about himself. So I think sometimes you experience these situations in your life many times. So the simple thing what I want to tell you, if you want to have a peaceful life or peaceful sleep or peaceful day, I think letting go is very, very important lesson. So last Wednesday I was talking about same thing. Maybe some of you remember about my mom, how I let go some certain things. Now I was telling how I feel relaxed after I let go some certain things about my mom. So I'm not going to explain it again. So, but I want to tell you, it feel a lot. So please think about it. This all the short messages, ideas. Then you can have a peaceful sleep. Then you can have a peaceful day with your family and friends. So I hope you learn something. So basic thing is think about letting go. Okay. I hope you learned something, and thanks so much for being here. I know we don't have any new ones, all the beautiful people. And so also this Saturday, all the monks, we are not here, and we are going to our Louisiana temple. We have an event, and so I think we are going to have someone on Saturday for meditation. So maybe still we are thinking someone will be here physically. And if you are not someone physically, also you can come to the temple. Sometimes we are inviting someone to do a talk on Zoom. If you can find anyone, so maybe you can come on Saturday. If you are usually coming Saturday, otherwise you can join on Zoom and maybe you can listen to the talk.